Hello, Kasadja. Welcome to Salakot Online Broadcasting Network, where every story matters, every voice is heard, every update counts. From the news and community stories and inspire features, we bring to accurate, timely, and engaging content that keeps you connected to what matters most. Stay informed, stay connected, and stay ahead. Salakot Online Broadcasting Network, the voice of the community beyond boundaries. Like, comment, share, follow us today, and never miss an important update. The gambling at funeral wakes to be banned. Snakes emerge as floodwater level rises. Hydraulic excavators worth 28 million pesos seized by authorities from alleged illegal mining operation. And ABS-CBN Corporation's second quarter loss more than triples 897 million pesos. Good evening, I'm Apolinario, 30 Dignidades Valencia, and this is Philippine Headlines. The gambling and at funeral wakes to be banned in the municipality of Ramon in Luzon. By virtue of Executive Order Number 65 Series of 2026, gambling activities at wakes or funeral wakes will now be prohibited in Ramon Isabela in accordance with existing Presidential Decree Number 1602 with the approval of Mayor Giovanni Vizcarra. The order recognizes in that this is a Filipino tradition intended to provide support to bereaved families, particularly financial assistance. However, it has also reportedly become an opportunity for gambling lords to exploit wakes and conduct large-scale illegal gambling activities. Such activities often reportedly results in disturbances, causing the bereaved families to receive little to no benefit while also affecting peace and order in the community. Section 2 of the order includes a total ban of the use of any playing cards and other forms of gambling, as well as participation by potential gamblers. Anyone caught violating the order will be immediately arrested and charged, while the evidence will also be confiscated. The municipality has also formed an anti-gambling task force to focus on the matter, to be headed by Police Major J.R. Oliaon, Chief of the Ramon Municipal Police Station. The snakes emerge as floodwater level rises in Barangay Kamalig in Visayas. Following the rise in floodwater levels in Barangay Kamalig in Haro, Iloilo City, several snakes were spotted in the area. A long and large scale was reportedly run over by a motorist along Land Heights Phase 2 in Tagbak, Haro, shortly after 1 a.m. yesterday. The snake was not captured in CCTV footage. Two snakes can be seen swimming through the floodwaters. Residents are advised to exercise caution when wading through the floodwaters. The hydraulic excavators worth of 28 million pesos seized by authorities from alleged illegal mining operation in the city of Cagayan de Oro in Mindanao. Kristan Agduma tells us more.
Four hydraulic excavators worth a total of 28 million pesos were recovered by authorities after they raided an alleged illegal mining site in Sitio Sendong, Barangay Tumpagon, Cagayan de Oro City at around 2:20 a.m. on August 17, 2026. Upon reportedly noticing the presence of authorities, those allegedly involved in the illegal operation immediately fled, resulting in no arrests. The operation was conducted to enforce Republic Act No. 7942 or the Philippine Mining Act of 1995, which prohibits mining activities without the necessary legal documents or authority. For the Philippine Headline, Christian Giles Agduma, Salakot Online Broadcasting Network.
In the other news, Libak commemorates 50th anniversary of the 1976 Moro Gulf earthquake and tsunami with commemorative market. The 50th anniversary of the 1976 Moro Gulf earthquake and tsunami was commemorated on August 17 this year through the unveiling of a commemorative marker at the extension capital in the municipality of Libak, the province of Sultan Kudarat. Sultan Kudarat Governor Dato Pax Ali Mangudadato, together with the local government of Libak, led the ceremony as part of efforts to remember the tragic disaster that shook the Moro Gulf and caused widespread damage and loss of life in communities, including areas in Sultan Kudarat. The commemorative marker is intended to serve as a permanent reminder of the history of the earthquake and tsunami, as well as their impact on the people. The commemoration also highlights the importance of community preparedness in the face of earthquakes, tsunamis, and other disasters. Residents are continually encouraged to learn the proper safety measures to take during earthquakes and tsunamis to strengthen the preparedness and safety of every community. And our business update, ABS-CBN Corporation's second quarter loss more than triples to 897 million pesos. ABS-CBN Corporation's attributable net loss more than tripled in the second quarter, widening by 209.7% to 897.19 million pesos from 289.74 million pesos a year earlier as revenue declined and general and administrative expenses increased. Revenue for the 3 months ended June fell by 12.3% to 3.55 billion pesos from 4.4 billion pesos, according to the company's quarterly financial report filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission on Monday. Production costs declined by 6.4% to 1.50 billion pesos from 1.60 billion pesos, while cost of services rose by 4.8% to 1.33 billion pesos from 1.27 billion pesos. Gross profit fell by 38.7% to 716.70 million pesos from 1.17 billion pesos. General and administrative expenses increased by 9.9% to 1.58 billion pesos from 1.44 billion pesos, while finance costs rose by 2.5% to 256.96 million pesos from 250.67 million pesos. Interest income increased to 34.62 million pesos from 3.55 million pesos, while the company recorded a 4.62 million pesos foreign exchange loss, reversing a 17.36 million pesos gain a year earlier. Other income fell to 23.37 million pesos from 83.13 million pesos, while company's loss before income tax widened to 1.7 billion pesos from 418.86 million pesos. ABS-CBN posted a consolidated net loss of 1.2 billion pesos for the quarter, nearly triple the 352.74 million pesos loss a year earlier. Of the second quarter consolidated net loss, 120.15 million pesos was attributable to non-controlling interest compared with 63 million pesos a year earlier. The remaining 897.19 million pesos was attributable to equity holders of the parent company. For the first half, ABS-CBN's attributable net loss more than doubled to 1.59 billion pesos from 715.39 million pesos a year earlier. Consolidated net loss widened to 1.83 billion pesos from 852.47 billion pesos. The first half consolidated revenue declined by 17% to 6.88 billion pesos from 8.27 billion pesos, which the company attributed to a challenging operating environment that weighed on advertising and subscription demand. The company said global economic and geopolitical developments, slower domestic economic growth, and subdued consumer sentiment affected demand in both its content production and distribution and cable television and broadband segments. The content production and distribution segment generates 5.76 billion pesos in first half revenue, down 9% from 6.36 billion pesos a year earlier. The segment's net loss widened to 1.24 billion pesos from 535 million pesos. The content production and distribution segment generated 5.76 billion pesos in first half revenue, down 9 from 6.36 billion pesos a year earlier. The segment's net loss widened to 1.24 billion from 535 million pesos. ABS-CBN said the revenue decline reflected political advertising recorded in year 2025, for which there was no corresponding revenue this year, as well as global economic and geopolitical developments, slower domestic economic growth, and weak consumer sentiment. Excluding election-related advertising in 2025, the segment's revenues were flat year-on-year, it said. The company also produced more major movies and events in the first half of 2025, including Bini's sold-out Philippine Arena concert and the movie My Love Will Make You Disappear. The revenue shortfall was partly offset by growth in international syndication and co-production revenues, which the company said broadened the segment's revenue base and reduced its reliance on any single title or event. Star Cinema released Tayo sa Wakas in May, while Bini's World Tour began in June following the group's appearance at the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival in April. The management expects revenue performance to improve in the second half, supported by the full schedule of the Bini World Tour, the remainder of the company's film and live event slate, and continued growth in international syndication and co-productions. And before we end, would you still go to the comfort room if this is what you found? You might just turn around and walk away if this is what greeted you inside the comfort room. In the video, a large snake can be seen comfortably curled up in one corner of the comfort room. According to TikTok users' post, they discovered a large reticulated python after heavy rains poured down. Although its presence was unexpected, the uploader suspected that snakes may have been coming out during the heavy rainfall to seek shelter, or that flooding may have disturbed their habitat. Reticulated pythons are among the longest snakes in the world and are commonly found in Southeast Asia, including here in the Philippines. And that is Philippine Headlines this Tuesday, August 18, 2026. I'm Apolinario, 30 Dignadisi Valencia, and this is Salakot Online Broadcasting Network. Midnight Philippines, amping kasadya.